to work with Rep because everybody who taught me acting, musical theater, that's talaga nanggaling sa Rep. And so, being here in this institution makes me really part of the legacy now. So, thank you guys, thank you. I'm humbled myself.
Um, yeah, right. Do we all have to do one?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, basically, I grew up here. I came into rep at a very early age, and this is home for myself, for Audie, and although we've gone off and done other shows for other companies, and sometimes put up our own companies, it's just wonderful to be asked to come home once in a while and help put up something that you really enjoy doing, and you're kind of given a free hand in picking the people that you want to work with, and that is an honor sometimes, and that is just a wonderful feeling to be able to surround yourself with the best that the theater industry in this country has to offer, and it's that there's this director who I admire, Peter Brook, who has defined directing as this. It's a journey. The relationship between directors and actors, it's a journey of a bunch of people going to a place that none have ever gone before. That's exciting. The director is the guy who holds the map, but he hasn't been there either. So it's this whole dynamic of how are we all going to do this journey together, and with the different chemistry that each person here is contributing to the whole crucible. It's just really exciting, and I think theater being a live medium, you can get so much from that, as opposed to cinema or TV that once it's taped or once it's filmed, it's the same thing. With the magic of theater is literally, it is a once in a lifetime thing. If you watch a show, it is a once in a lifetime performance. The performance will never ever be repeated. It never will. So why should people come to the theater? Yeah, because it is a once in a lifetime opportunity to see something that no one will ever see again. And that's what makes it so
Special.
exciting. And it's realizing how every day is a brand new day, that, yeah, if that was the answer, how has it changed my life? It gives you a very different outlook once you're in the theater. Honestly, there are many times I look around and I ask the question, what do people who aren't in the theater talk about? Because I have, grown up here.
Okay. For me, I started theater a bit later, although I'm now pushing 19 years in theater. And it's always been on off for me, from a regular job, juggling also rehearsals. But just like what Tito Noel said, the satisfaction that you have being around professionals, and I've also done the telenovela every now and then as either a doctor or guardia civil, or and fraile, yeah, whichever. That's what happens. And one thing that I can say in theater is that there are no prima donnas here. Everybody does their work. There are no small roles. Everybody is important, and whether or not people will see a lead character, when we're in rehearsals, we are all equals. As against in other situations, you can have the haves and the have-nots. Okay, and but not in theater. And this is where I feel comfortable. I'm really comfortable, and where else can you find a place where you can call Tito Noel, Tito Noel? I mean, I watched him in Champuy and all that, and now here I am. I was his understudy in one show, and now we're together again here, and and we're equals, and that's so nice.
What?
You know.
Sorry, Tito Noel.
But yeah, I was so happy, being around also Zenaida Amador, because I would also see her. She would also do TV, and I grew up with these things, and finally I get to meet these idols, these people who I saw and admired in local theater and even the movies, and here I'm comfortable. I'm very comfortable. And Jaime said that Mr. Del Mundo said it's unique every night. I was telling Topper, yes, it's unique, especially when you forget your lines.
Get it right.
Sometimes we get it right, sometimes maybe not, but that's the magic, and we live for that, and it's an adrenaline rush for many actors, when your scene partner forgets a line, okay, what do you do next, and that's, I guess that's another thing, live dangerously in the theater.
Well, unlike Robbie, I started really young, actually. I started when I was 15. And actually, the ironic thing is, Tito Jaime was actually my first director. I remember that. And then Carlo, Robbie, and Tito Audie were my very first show. And I'm still here, still doing this. So it's really nice. And of course, I'm also in this show with my home base, which is Rep. This is basically where I think I grew up, I would love to say. Grew up as an artist, so it's always nice to come back. And I put up my own company this year, and parang it feels like what do you call this, like a year where I'm finally like part of the big boys or whatever. So yeah, it's great.
Tito Topper.
Tito Topper. Tito Topper.
That rock they're calling me.
Yeah, no one respects me though. So.
What was the question again?
Oh, sige. Hindi, si Jaime and I came to the repertoire the same season. That was 35 years ago. I just celebrated my 35th year in theater. Nananahimik ako kasi I'm really more now a producer than I am an actor or a director. In fact, we're running the Bluebird, if I may plug. Morocco Theater. Oh, you have to plug later. Closer. Red Turnip. But like Tita Baby said, her pride is her children putting up their own theater companies. But I was so happy with Bluebird that Jaime wrote and directed that at any point he could ask me for anything. So nananahimik ako sa bahay, he calls me up after we opened. We had a really great opening. He says, Audie, can I talk to you? I said, sure. What is it about? So, can I come over? Sabi, patay, hihingi to ng pera. Either hihingi siya para madagdagan yung production value, o ewan ko. So I was anticipating that. But because I was happy, sabi ko, I will give it to him. He comes to my house, and he starts a conversation, paikot. Sabi ko, this is not about Bluebird. So I was just waiting. Finally says, Audie, Noel Trinidad is not going to be able to make opening weekend. Would you consider pinch hitting for him? Sabi ko, ganon! So that's why I'm in this production. I'm Saling Pusa, and he's going to cover for Tito Noel while he's doing, what is it? A TV show or movie?
I'm finishing up my commitment with Be Careful with My Heart, if you are familiar with Sir Chief. I'm the father of Sir Chief, and I'll be finishing my commitment November 15, so which is the opening night.
Oh, I'm gonna have to pitch
So
it.
thank you.
So okay, I tried to wiggle out of it, right? I tell Jaime, oh, isn't that the gay director role? Sabi niya, yeah. I don't know how my 13-year-old son will take it, Jaime. Sabi niya, ask him. Okay, I'll ask him. So I go to my 13-year-old son and say, son, you saw Tito Jaime? Sabi niya, yeah. He wants me to do the producers. Oh, that's a really funny movie. Sabi niya, oh yeah, it is. He wants me to be part of it. Okay, do it. It's the gay director. And I was like hoping he's gonna, nah, Dad, don't do that. Well, it's just a role, right? Yeah. Then just do it. So I said, Jaime, I'll do the role. So that's why I'm here.
So now I have to take Richard to dinner to thank him.
Excuse me, I don't think I asked my son. No, this is, yeah, it's a gay director role, which I've never done before. When Jaime asked me to do this, I thought about it for about 1 second. And I said, sure, because it's a challenge. It's something new, it's something different, and I said, why not? But may I?
Okay lang. Years of therapy after, but it's fine. Yeah. When I called him and I said, Tito Noel, I really, really want to see you in a dress.
3 words in my press release in the kit: funniest, gayest, happiest. You're seeing it here. So don't forget on November 14. Oh, more questions.